Hi everyone. First of all, it's been a while because of the lockdown. I haven't been able to go anywhere. So I thought I'll just show you what I've been up to. I'll be installing this exhaust today. This is the exhaust. Of course, it's Akrapovic, but a replica because the original one with the full system exhaust is going to cost me north of 35k or something like that. This is like around 1/10 the price. So earlier I had changed the exhaust to an SC Project exhaust, but the thing is that exhaust was just too loud for my taste. I didn't put that video up because I eventually just changed the exhaust back to the stock one because that one was too loud. It's a relatively simple process. I'll break it down into simple steps. The first thing is you need to get the toolkit from your bike. You can dismantle like more than 50% of the bike with the given toolkit. Let me just brief you about how the whole exhaust thing is with bikes. There's two ways you can do this. Full system, where you change everything from the header pipe to the catalytic converter. So the header pipe actually starts from the engine. I'm not sure if you can see this, but this is the pipe which goes directly to the engine, comes out, goes to the collector. The collector leads to the catalytic converter. Basically what this does is filter out most of the harmful gases. Catalytic converter leads to this bent pipe which is welded to the exhaust. That's one way of doing it. That's mainly done for increasing the performance of the bike. My whole purpose of getting the exhaust is not for the sound, not for the performance. It's purely for aesthetic reasons, which is why the second way of doing this is just changing the bent pipe. You let the catalytic converter be as it is. You just change the bent pipe and the exhaust. This makes no difference to the performance of the bike. So that's the second way of doing it. I'll be doing that because I really am not interested in getting any more performance out of this bike. I'm very happy with how the bike is performing, so I don't want to mess the tuning and everything, because if I put a full system exhaust, I'll even have to remap the ECU. It's not going to meet the emission norms, and of course doing this is illegal because having any kind of modifications which are not approved by the RTO on your vehicle are basically illegal. A full system exhaust is definitely illegal. That's only meant for racetrack purposes. This one is still technically illegal. I mean, if it meets with the sound levels, you can use it on the road. That's why I got this one, and I changed the other one because that one was too loud. It's very obvious. Cops are definitely going to catch you. So this one comes with a dB killer, which is why I went with this exhaust, because this is not going to be too loud for any reason, which I to be honest, I can't think of any reason. But in case if I want it to be loud, I can of course remove this dB killer and it's just going to be loud. The first step is going to be removing this ring from here. So this ring can be removed with this Allen key, which you get in the toolkit. I'm going to try and show you what I'm seeing. So once this is off, the next step again is pretty straightforward. Save this nut and bolt because we're going to use it for the new exhaust. So the next step is fitting the bent pipe onto the exhaust. So this is the bent pipe. You have a different bent pipe for different bikes. So this one is for KTM specifically. So now what happened is these two mounting points, they were a little forward. So I got them cut and welded a little behind because we'll be using this to mount this to the exhaust. I'll just show you how it works. So this goes over here. You have a smaller attachment, but we don't need this. This is for smaller bikes. So this is how the exhaust is going to go onto the bike. We have these springs. So all of these smaller attachments like the mounting bracket, these springs and everything, you get everything along with the exhaust hooks onto over here, and this goes here. Extend the spring and put it on. This is the first one. We do the same thing with the second one. Just extend it and put it behind. So this is connected. I should have gotten this welded half a centimeter behind. There is still tension on the spring, so it's not going to matter as much. Get this ring on top of this. If it's in place, you'll be able to tell, like you'll just have this much gap in the middle. While doing this, just make sure you have a proper seal. And once it's tightened enough, you'll be able to let go of the exhaust without the mounting bracket over here. So this seems to be tightened. As you can see, there's no gap between both of these. And once it's done, without putting this should stay. So the next part is to use this mounting bracket. think it's secure now. This exhaust comes with a dB killer. You can tune how loud or soft you want the exhaust to sound. So you just put this Allen key here and screw this dB killer out. Just make sure again you don't lose this. So since this is not hot, I can touch it. When you put aftermarket exhaust, back pressure is very important, because if you don't have enough back pressure, your engine is going to get damaged and you might not even be able to extract full performance from the engine. So the issue which I faced is, so there's a hole over here and you put a screw in. So this is the screw, but I don't have this Allen key, which is why I just put a wire inside and I've twisted it so that it stays in place. I've just put like a couple of them. Of course, it's not the most ideal solution. The best thing would be to go to a mechanic and get the Allen key, but abhi lockdown hai, so I can't really go anywhere. The further it is towards the opening, the lesser sound is going to make. Yeah, I'll just show you what it sounds like without the dB killer. I'm not going to keep the dB killer off because whenever I'm on long rides it starts annoying me, but I'll still show you what it sounds like. I won't say it's illegal, but it's just not road legal. Like, you can use it on a track, but I don't do track days. I'm going to put the dB killer in. So this is what it sounds like with the dB killer. I'm just going to clean this mess up and we'll go for a short spin. I think compared to the previous exhaust, the SC Project one, this is probably like 1/4 of what that exhaust was sounding like. So I used it for a day. I did not even go on very long rides, but still after riding it for like half an hour, 1 hour or something, my ears started ringing. That's how loud it was. And these single cylinders have the knocking kind of sound, right? They don't have the smooth sound like inline fours. I'll be leaving the links to both of these things in the description box below. So yeah, the total thing costed me 3,100, but again after welding it left those black stains on the bend pipe, which was just ruining how it looked. Because there were like 2 black spots on the top and bottom. So again I spent another $250 on getting a metal polish. I'll link that as well in the description box. Throttle response and everything seems to be as good as before. The mileage, I'm assuming that it's going to drop. I'll probably be able to tell only once I use it for a while. Since this is a replica, I'm not really sure how bad it's going to be for the engine. To be honest, don't think that it's going to cause any damage to the engine, because I haven't put a full system exhaust. That's all for this video. I try to make the process simpler by breaking it down into steps. You can follow this procedure for any bike. Of course, there are going to be minor variations for different bikes. I hope this video helped you. If you feel that it's going to help someone else, you can probably share this video. Thanks for watching.